Hello, writers. Lee Jessup here, career coach and professor for business of screenwriting with the David Lynch graduate program. With my latest nugget video, wanting to talk a little bit about identifying the screenwriting career that you are looking to build. Ultimately, I can tell you, working with thousands of writers at this point, that no two careers are exactly the same. Every career is unique in some way. And when writers say, I want to have a screenwriting career, oftentimes they mean different things, and we really have to drill down to understand what that career looks like to them. For example, you can be a novelist and also a screenwriter. That means that you're probably going to split your time between projects. You can want to write independent film rather than studio fare, which means that rather than following some of the more regular, kind of expected milestones of finding a manager first and then, getting immersed in the industry and being introduced to producers and production companies, you are going to go to producers first and get a body of work going that is already produced, because you're doing these smaller, lower budget, character-driven, producer-dependent, cast-dependent, director-dependent little projects. But you have to understand where ultimately you want to go. For example, you can say, I love Hallmark. All I want to do is write Hallmark movies. There's nothing wrong with that. Every career is great, but we find that representation generally gets less involved in the pursuit of those careers because the Hallmark universe, which is quite a prolific one, they make over 100 movies per year, which tell me another entity that does that. Usually the producers and executives work directly with writers, so representation does not necessarily get involved in the same capacity. If you're looking to write film and TV, you have to consider what that looks like. You also have to think about, are you looking to land writing assignments? That's the majority of how writers make their money in the industry, doing what we call writing pages. And so what are the samples that you need for that? You have to think about what your capacity is, and also what is your capacity for moving to LA or not moving to LA. I spoke about life in LA in another nugget video, but I think it's really important for writers who want to do TV. If you really want to break into television but have no intention of moving to Los Angeles because you have a family, you are situated somewhere where you don't want to shake everything up and make the move to LA, does it make more sense for you to start in features and look to gain some traction there before you migrate over to TV and are naturally taken more seriously because you already have some sort of a track record in the industry? So there's lots to think about there. And I do want you to encourage to think about, what is the career path that you are longing for? Doing everything does not qualify, because anything that you want to do, you have to really strategize for and think about, how do you get from here to there? So think about the career options that you want, the trajectory that you want to have, and the path that you want to travel as a working screenwriter, and start thinking about that strategically, building up step by step to follow that path, to create that career, and ultimately end up with the screenwriting career that you want. So if you're interested in more of this, you can always look at my career coaching offerings. I work with screenwriters on strategy day in and day out. Also check out my screenwriter support group, where we often have managers and writers coming in and weighing in on the path to building a screenwriting career. And if nothing else, look out for my next nugget video that will be coming your way soon, and keep moving forward.